Yes, we're back.
Welcome back to the Top Entertainment Report.
And now, let's continue the interview with Miss Louise Wu.
Thưa quý vị, Bảo Trân đang trò chuyện với cô Louise Wu và trước khi commercial break thì cô Louise Wu đã trò chuyện với Bảo Trân về chương trình Ellen DeGeneres, The Voice cũng như là cuộc thi Hoa hậu Miss Asian America và Miss California. Và sau đây để tiếp tục chương trình, xin mời quý vị cùng tâm sự với Louise Wu. Alright, so before the break you were talking about how you tend to look for Asian Americans too on TV, right? What about behind the scenes? You also work as an assistant on many sets as well as Warner Brothers Studios. Do you see a lot of Asian Americans work as directors or, you know, the people behind the camera?
There are, and there are a lot more than there used to be, but there's still, I feel the way that if you're not seeing a lot of Asian Americans in front of the camera, it's probably a good chances because the people who actually create those opportunities aren't Asian as well. And so in many ways, I'm usually one of the very few who are behind the scenes, and that's why I took an interest in really pursuing being the creative side of it and also producing and not only just waiting for being an actor, or there's so many things I could have done. It was, oh, you could be an actress, or you can do this, or you can do that in front of the camera. And as great as that could have been for me, I really wanted to be on the business side because those are the people who make decisions. Those are the people who actually can create those opportunities so that we can see more Asian Americans in the media. And which is kind of leads into what I've been working on in the past year. I've been working on an action web series. It's a groundbreaking web series about the Special Forces, and I'm one of the executive producers on the show. But what you will see is, you know, the creator of the series, Hector Luis Bustamante, he's a two-time award-winning actor. He was on the hit show The Shield on FX, on Bones, Southland, and on NBC's Heroes. But you know, he created this series because you don't see a lot of, you know, minorities being in lead roles and creating those characters that are so rich. Because we tend to be stereotyped. We tend to be, if you're Asian, you're the waitress or the masseuse or something like that, or you have an accent, a heavy accent.
Exactly.
If you're Latino, same thing. And that's why if you see our cast, we have, you know, Hector, and then we also have Jennifer Field, who also is a former Miss Asian America. She is, you know, one of our series regular, and Bransford Doherty, who is African American. He's on Body of Proof on ABC. He's on The Closer on TNT. I mean, these are huge name A-list actors who are now playing roles that, even though they are recognized in Hollywood, they still have yet to get into these characters where they're the heroes, they're the ones saving the day, because the series actually is about the Special Forces, and these people are doing covert missions in order to, for the lead, he, unfortunately, a major terrorist had actually kidnapped his daughter, and these covert missions were assigned by the President of the United States to lead him back to eventually finding his daughter. And one person I also want to mention, Marlene Forte, she was on Star Trek, the new Star Trek, and then also on the reboot of Dallas. So we have a pretty
star-studded
cast, and you know, these are all very diverse and just an international cast that you would never see on a normal network or a typical network, because we, as people behind the scenes, we're now able to go, okay, we picked these people because now we can actually portray a different stereotype or a different example of what they happen to be. They happen to be a minority. They happen to be Asian American. They happen to be Latino. You know, they happen to be half Korean. But that doesn't matter because the character. It's about the character and not, you know, what your ethnic background is. Yeah.
So how did a cute Asian American girl become involved with this, you know, action-packed, you know, web TV series
about the special forces, which is so far from dancing pageants and singing competitions.
Exactly. How did that happen?
Well, we all have known each other in the business. Everybody has worked with each other, and the bottom line is we wanted to create something that hasn't been done yet. And if you see right now, obviously social media and the digital spaces is the hot commodity. People want to do things and they know that in order to get the word out, there's Twitter, there's Facebook, and so all the content, online content that you see right now that's done independently, and I'm not talking about the ones with huge studio backings like Hulu or Yahoo or AOL or anything like that, or even Sony has a website called Crackle, which is just purely dedicated to online content. These are people who are doing things independently, all individually funded, and the bottom line is when you have to do something at a low budget, usually it ends up being either sci-fi or comedy because it's easy to produce in that it doesn't cost a lot of money. You can do it, film it in your friend's apartment and just have, as long as the writing is good, it's funny. If it's funny, it's funny. But then when you deal with action, you have to have not only explosions and props, and guns and all these different equipment. And when you go into special forces, you have to have, we're not here to just produce another series and hopefully be accurate. And we really just made sure that everything from the uniform to all the gear that they wear is accurate, as accurate as possible, obviously, because it is a fictional story. But all those things end up driving the budget way up. Location drives the budget way up. And that's why we wanted to do something and redefine what it means to produce a web series for. You see it looks high production value, everything looks professional given all our experience, and redefine what it means to create an action-packed web series. And so that's kind of what we have done here. And we are premiering on November 11th, which is also Veterans Day, because behind all the breaking stereotypes of what ethnicity or nationality you are, this is actually dedicated to all the military men and women who serve our country day in and day out, because if you create content, you want to create it with a purpose. And so that's why this is something very dear to all of our hearts. And Ransford Doherty actually comes from a military family, so it's very in-depth.
I see. So that's such an easy day to remember. First of all, is Veterans, and it's 11/11/11.
There you go. And
I saw the website. Yeah.
Yes, and then you can view it it'll premiere on our website. And also, we just partnered with EVIC, which is the largest airsoft retailer in the entire United States. They actually, some of their biggest fan base is the Vietnamese community. And they're having a big event the following Saturday, November 19th, at their EVIC store in San Gabriel, where they're going to have the hugest Thanksgiving sale. It's an annual, event where people come out and literally in lines of hundreds just waiting for these sales because it's such a big ordeal. So we'll have some of the core cast come out and be doing and signing and visiting and meeting all the fans.
Vâng, thưa quý vị, trong phần tâm sự hôm nay chúng ta đã được nghe những việc làm thú vị của Louise Wu tại Warner Brothers Studios trong chương trình của Ellen DeGeneres và trong chương trình thi ca hát nổi tiếng của Hoa Kỳ đó là The Voice. Louise cũng vừa bật mí là gần đây cô đã cùng với Warner Brothers Studios sản xuất chương trình web series đó là Caribe Road. Thưa quý vị, người Á Châu chúng ta rất là có tài nhưng lại chưa góp mặt nhiều trong truyền thông Hoa Kỳ. Cho nên Sophie Bảo Trân hy vọng là quý vị có thể ủng hộ Louise Wu để càng ngày chúng ta có thể thấy sự xuất hiện của nhiều người Á Châu trên các chương trình TV, phim ảnh tại Hollywood từ đó giới thiệu tài năng và văn hóa Á Châu đến thế giới nhiều hơn. Xin chân thành cảm tạ quý vị. Và before we go, I'd like to thank Westminster Macy's for sponsoring this dress today. It's from GM Batista Valley. And I just told the audience to please support Louise Wu because there are not a lot of Asian Americans in the mainstream and Hollywood. So hopefully if they support you, then they will have chances for many other Asian Americans. And do you have any last words?
Just thank you very, very much for watching this and for allowing me a platform to be able to share the things that I've been doing. And I definitely want to continue to progress and create more opportunities for Asian Americans in Hollywood and in entertainment.
Jay, wake up. Why are you always like this when someone pretty comes onto our show? Jay, what are you doing?
Excuse me. I mean, she's not only pretty, she's smart and beautiful and nice and...
Okay. I apologize for his behavior. All right, looks like we are out of time for today.
Remember to catch Louise's new web series on www.cariberoad.com. 11-11-11. It's here.
And December 3rd, something big is coming to town.
Is it Santa Claus?
Something bigger.
What? No way. What is it?
You'll just have to keep watching the Top Entertainment Report to find out what it is.
And catch the next episode of Top Entertainment Report for a star-studded Hollywood event. You can watch the Top Entertainment Report on Fridays 8:30 a.m. and 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and Saturdays 7:30 a.m. only on SBTN.
Vâng, thêm vào đó, nếu quý vị ở vùng Seattle, xin mời quý vị hãy tham gia buổi gây quỹ của One Body Village cho chương trình Stop Child Sex Slavery. Bảo Trân cùng với Christine Sa và Cha Thông cũng sẽ có mặt tại Seattle để giúp gây quỹ. Hy vọng ngày hôm đó sẽ nhận được sự ủng hộ nhiệt tình của cộng đồng Việt Nam chúng ta.
One Body Village's mission is to provide the sexually abused children in developing countries, especially Vietnam and Cambodia, with homes, medical care, educational assistance, and vocational training for their better future. We hope that you too can take a stand and be a voice. If you have any questions, concerns, or would like more information, you can email TopEReport@sbtn.tv.
Or you can check out onebodyvillage.org. And before we go, I'd like to thank Westminster Macy's for sponsoring the Top Entertainment Report with this cute dress. I'm wearing a green tea dress from Rachel Roy's collection. You can check out more designs at www.macys.com. And a huge gala event is coming soon to Westminster Macy's on December 3rd, 2011. Pre-sales for cosmetics start now, so come out to Westminster Macy's to get Christmas shopping done early before all the good stuff runs out. Sophie, Bảo Trân
và Jonathan Fan
xin kính chào quý vị. Hẹn gặp lại quý vị trong các chương trình kế tiếp của
The Top Entertainment Report. Backflip.
No.
Just
Okay.